Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, everyone. Alrighty. Perfect. Some familiar faces. Please feel free to put on your camera so we can all be here together. And I will go ahead and share my screen with you. Perfect. So continue the conversation in terms of how to win the job and how we can leverage our proposal to add value to our clients. My name is Natalie. I am the product support manager here at Houzz. You will meet two of my colleagues today. We have Dalia with us from the client onboarding success team, and then Flora from the product specialist team. In terms of the intent of these workshops, is really to help you add more value to your business, add more value to the clients so you can make more money, and to be able to create like a safe space for networking for yourself, to be able to practice becoming the person that you would like to become. Whenever you're meeting people that have no pre-made up stories, you get to decide who you are showing up as. So decide that you have a space in this room. Decide who you would like to be. We're all on the same team. We would like to create a successful business. Be generous with your knowledge, share it, share your ideas that you come up with. And then we're going to help you to make it easy to understand how Houzz Pro can help you support your business. In terms of how we're going to run the workshop today, so we have a little bit of speaking about the value a proposal can create, what's inside and what is outside of your control in general, and where to put your energy and focus. Then we're going to have an exercise. We're going to put you in breakout rooms where you're going to speak about how you can leverage proposal to add value to your business, follow up with a discussion together, and then we're going to move over to a demonstration that Flora is going to host, and then we are finishing up with some takeaways and a survey. Perfect. In terms of how we can leverage proposal to add value to our clients, in the chat, so on Zoom, if you just hover the mouse on top of your screen right now, you should see the chat function at the bottom. If you open that one up and then answer the question, why would a client want to receive a proposal? So what's the purpose behind the proposal, and why would me as a client want to receive one? So use the chat function, why a client would like to receive a proposal. Have an idea of how much a bespoke service may cost, transparency and cost. What else? To outline exactly what he is getting. What else? To ensure everyone is expecting the same outcome of the project. Perfect. Next question, on top of the price and budget, what information can a client get from a proposal? So we had a few ones in terms of outlining exactly what they're getting. What else can a client tell, and what else can a client get from a proposal? Expected deliveries, yeah, so timelines. List of services I will be offering. What else? What else can I get, and what other information do I get from a proposal? Or any interaction with your company, for example. Any takers? Builds the relationship. Yes, exactly. Very good. Alrighty. So in terms of yourself, on top of the price and budget, what information can you communicate with a proposal? How can you use the proposal to communicate, and what information can you communicate with a client? Trust and accountability. Terms and conditions. Yeah. What else? I think a lot of the thing right now is very obvious, but think about the small things like how you're showing up in terms of your work quality, how organized you are, how quickly you're responding to whatever information exchange that you have had, right? So in every single interaction that you have with a client, you have the possibilities of adding value. And that's really the mindset that I want you to have during these workshops. In terms of information, what information do you need from a client in order to create a proposal? So it all starts with questions, right? So what information are you looking for in order to know what to send them? What they're hoping to achieve, their goals. What else? What their budget expectations are, yeah. What else? Timing, yeah, big one. And Rachel, you were touching on expectations in general. I think this is a question that we sometimes forget to ask the client. What are the expectations, right? And first, when we know, then we can try to live up to those expectations. But if we just assume their expectations, then we're just working out of assumption rather than working out of facts. The brief, yeah, perfect. Alrighty, so let's move into what's inside versus outside of your control. And in life in general, there are things that are outside of your control and there are things that are inside of your control. So just to clarify, in the chat, type some things that are outside of your control when it comes to the client relationship. What's outside of your control when it comes to the client relationship? Client's bad experience. Yeah, we cannot control the past experience they have had. What else? Clients' inexperiences. Yeah, the lack of knowledge you cannot control. What else? Their personalities. What else? Their first impression. What else? Clients' expectations. Yeah. All righty. What's something inside of your control in a client relationship? So we spoke about what's outside of your control, which was all about the client. What is inside of your control in a client relationship? Professionalism in our communication, our response time, perception of you, how comfortable they will feel. Not sure if this is inside or outside of your control. What else? What else is inside of your control? Staying organized, yeah. Educating them in what I can do for them. Powerful, yeah. So a big question here, where do you think your energy is best invested? In things that are inside of your control or things that are outside of your control? Inside of your control. Yeah, of course. Then the next question comes, where do you put majority of your energy today? In the things that are inside of your control or the things that are outside of your control? Do you put majority of the energy on the client in terms of their experience, their inexperience, their personality, their budget, or are you putting majority of your energy on how you show up, how you're educating the client, how you're setting the stage, right? So noticing it's two very different focuses. One is completely in your control, which also then will impact actually what's not in your control, right? Okay. What are things that are outside of your control when the clients read their proposal? So we had the inexperience or the past experience. Those were things that are outside of control. What else? When someone reads the proposal, what is not in your control? If they take the time to go through it quickly, their perception of what cost will be, yeah. What else? So how they're reading it and what their perception is. What else? If they fully understand the process. Yeah, exactly. So what is things that are inside of your control when you are preparing and sharing a proposal? Your own experiences, the information given to your clients. What else? What's inside of your control when preparing and sharing? Making sure everything is clear. Encourage them to discuss any things they don't understand. Powerful one as well. What else? Maybe asking questions, right? Clarifying questions, that's completely in your control. Asking them about their past experience, right? Ask them about their expectations so that you know what to live up to. Ask them what type of, we spoke about the timeline before, but what is a fast respond in the client's mind? Is that 1 day? Is that 1 week? Like, what do they expect, right? Expectations, yeah, exactly. Attempt to keep it simple, yeah. Reflecting, great one, perfect. Alrighty, so as always, we want to focus on adding value in every single interaction with a client. This is the one that will bring you money into your business. So learn this one, reflect on it, and make sure that you practice and become better at this one every single time. Value is the regard that something is held to deserve importance, worth, and useful of something. The client will pay for the value they think that the service will bring them. So the more value you can learn to create for your clients, the more money they will be willing to spend on your service, hence the more money you will earn. So let's move over to the exercise. Dalia, I will ask you to share it in the chat, please. We'll have breakout rooms for 12 minutes. Create a copy of the doc that is shared in the chat. We're going to discuss with the group how to use proposal to add values, take notes, and then be ready to share with the group when you're coming back. If we just go over the doc together before we are moving into the breakout rooms, at the top on file, you will be able to create a copy of this document. If you are not logged in with a Gmail account, it may be that this one is grayed out for you. No worries. If that is the case, you can use a notepad or a pen and paper to answer the questions. But if you are signed in, go into your file and then find make a copy. And then you will be able to add your notes directly in this doc as well. In terms of how the exercise will run, so I want you to brainstorm together in the group about things that are inside of your control when creating the proposal. We did a quick discussion on this already, so hopefully your mind is there. And then consider the different aspects in terms of how to add value, to contribute to positive client experiences. I listed a few of the values here, so make it easy to understand, knowing the timing of when to send it, making sure that you stay organized, have it visually appealing, make it personalized. So make sure that you're actually adding the different items that the client would like to get pricing for, stay within the budget, that you're setting the stage in terms of what to expect on prices, right? Sharing your knowledge, being transparent, and so forth. We have two different exercises. The first one is, number one, list things that is within your control that will contribute to a positive client experience. For example, keep it visually appealing. And then the strategy that you can use in order to bring this value. So design a proposal in a professional manner that make it easy to read and understand. The second one that is in your control is time. So sending out the proposal in a timely manner. Number two, we're moving on to things that are outside of your control. We touched base on this one as well. So that would be client knowledge, client's past experiences, client's money beliefs, client's perspective of time, the client's financial situation, clients changing their mind, clients' expectations, surprises that might come up during a project, and what the client has understood. So the second exercise would be to list things that are outside of your control, and then what's inside of your control, despite what you have listed in the left column, that you can do to provide a positive client experiences. For example, outside of my control, the client's past experiences, things inside of my control, asked about their preferences, their expectations on working together, and showing up as the best version of myself. Another thing that is outside of my control is the client's money beliefs. What's in my control is how I set the stage, explaining what services that are needed, the average cost for those services, asking what's most important to the client, the cost, the quality, the function, the design of the products, and then provide different price options. Any questions before we send you out in the breakout rooms in terms of what the exercise is today? You can either unmute yourself or post in the chat if you have questions. Let me pull up the chat. Okay, then Dalia, please open up the breakout rooms. You will have 12 minutes. It will go fast. So stay organized, have fun. I'll see you back here in a little bit. Hello. We got pulled out of our good discussion, Christina. I hope you all enjoyed that. I certainly did. A lot of great insight, and I cannot wait to hear yours. Let me share my screen. All righty. So in the chat, please type away what you can do to add value with the proposal. So basically, what is inside your control when it comes to positive client experience? And then let me pull up the chat here. What is inside your control when it comes to adding value with a proposal? We had on our end the way that I present myself, that I am clear, the way that I choose to understand the client, knowledge, industry, experiences, references, past projects, yes, professional process in place, tools that you're using, create report, love it, confident to the client, and reflection of understanding their brief, a feasible vision. We also had to not presume that you know, but actually asking questions. What else? What else is inside of your control when it comes to positive client experiences? I think we also had allowing the client to express themselves and that I am listening what they're saying. What is outside of your control and what can you do in order to add value despite of it? I think this one is a very interesting question to discuss. We had a few different ones in my group that the client's budget is not in my control, but what I can do is informing them what I can do within this budget and how much it would cost to do something else. Budget and cost, there it go, yes. Another one was what they want to do that is not, or things they want to do that is not feasible, and things that are inside of my control is showing them an alternative, things that they haven't really thought about before. Unexpected situation, COVID, yeah, COVID is obviously not in our control, right? But things on how we show up when unexpected things are is totally in our control. Another one that came up is the client's taste is not in my control. I think that was very interesting. All righty, let's move on to the demonstration on how Houzz Pro can help you with creating a proposal. I'm going to move over to Flora. So if you want to unmute yourself and present yourself and explain what we will see in a little bit.
Yes, thank you. Hi, everyone. So I'm Flora from the product support team, and we will see together the proposals, how powerful they are, and how the clipper is a powerful part of the tool. I will show you my screen, and we see all of that together. Up. Okay. So let's say we are at the stage of a lead, right? So we are talking with the client, seeing if we can win the project, and we want to make a proposal to the client. So here we are in the leads part. So you click on leads, all leads, and you have access to all this list of leads here. Let's click on one of them here. So let's say, is the project I want to create a proposal for. I go to proposal here. I can click on new proposal, but in our case, we will just go to a proposal that already exists. And here is what your proposal will look like. So you have your informations here. You have the informations of the client. Here is the due date. You have here the possibility to see. So here we are on a draft. You can be on sent, approved. You have all the different stages of your project to stay organized. So it's very important to fill the most informations you can when it's about the client's informations, because the more informations you will bring now, the less you will have to bring later. So everything will be already filled, and next time when you will win the project and go to your project here to find your proposal, or even to switch your proposal to an invoice, then it will be perfect. You will already have all your informations already available here. So you will just save time for later. So here you have the title that you can modify. And here we have the list of items for our proposal. Here you have the payment sections, file section, terms and conditions, memo, and the signature. So keep in mind that everything is like customizable. You can swap every categories here. You can also rename them. So the goal here is really that you create the proposal you want. So here, let's go to the part that interests us, which is the items part. So to add items, you go to add items here. And when you click on it, you have access to product here or services. So all of this is like, so the product will be product that you clipped with the clipper or that you added manually. But of course, we advise you to use the clipper because it's time saver. It's the best way to do it. Then here for the services, so there won't be the clipper, but the idea is the same. You pre-populate everything in the library, and then you have access to it. So for the product and services, you will have like access to it on any project and any leads. So you will save a lot of time. Everything is ready. You're set up. You fill your library with all the product and the services you need. And that at any point, you will be able to add the product or the services of your choice. You will be able to amend them. So it's very like time saver, and we really encourage you to use them as much as you can. So the library is accessible from the tab Manage. Here you have product or services, and from there you will be able to manage your library. So I just show you how it works. So here we are, so on the tab, so in the tab Manage, here we are in our list of products. So we have all the products we clipped with the clipper. We can amend them if we want, like we can edit it. And you can create new product if you want. If it's, for example, product that you can't find on internet, very specific products, you still can add them manually, of course. So here are like all your products, and here all your services. So you know the services you're providing, right? So you just fill them, like pre-populate all these parts. You already have your list, which will be ready for every document, every proposal, every invoice. So now let's see together how to use the clipper. So normally you received a video on how to install the clipper. So I hope everyone is set up. Otherwise, it's okay. You can watch the video later. No worries. I will just show you how to clip an item. So let's say we are on a website with a lot of products, and we want to clip a product. We want this sofa, for example. Here, our advice is really to go on the description of the product so that you can already like fill everything from the website. You don't have to write anything. So I will show you how. Another advice is to save the picture with a white background, as you won't have to remove it when you will be working on your mood board. Because on your mood board, you will probably want to have the product on a white background. So if you're just like selecting the first picture with a white background, it will be already made, and it's better for the quality of your picture. And then you will be able to clip other pictures, like to add other pictures in your item. But the first one will be the one that you will see on the mood board. So it's important to have the first one with the white background. So let's say we want to clip it. So we click on the blue leaf here. And then here is what we can see. So we have a lot of different informations. And here again is the same concept that the more you will fill all these informations, and the less you will have to amend it, everything will be ready for your clients. So to add all these informations is very simple. You click on the two little fingers like that, and then you will be able to select everything you want. So we want the product title, we want the cost here, we want the description here, up. We want to select the category, very important. So here would be, for example, let's say for kitchen. So we can really like select everything we want. Here we can link the product to a project if we want, but here what we want is just to add it to the library, so we don't select any project. And then you will be able also to add some tags here. So it's the best way to stay organized. When you will go to your library, you will have a big list of products. So the best way to find easily a product will be to use the tags. So here we have a sofa up. So the tag will be the sofa. And then we save it. And here is okay. We have this little pop-up here, and we see that it has been added to our library. So it's as simple as that, very quick, very easy. And we can come back to our library, and the product will appear in the library in the product tab. So this is it for the list of items. Then something else I wanted to show you was, so here you have your proposal. You're doing everything to look professional, of course, and you can select very, you can be very cautious about every single information you're adding. And then when everything is set up, you can click on preview and share here, and you will be able to see what the client will see. So here we see that in the settings, we can tick or untick every single element we want the client to see. So for example, when we were making the proposal, I created before some titles, for example, living room, bedroom. So you have the possibility to really organize your proposal according to the different rooms. So if you want to see it on your proposal, it's here. You click on show categories pricing, and then you have the price per categories. So here, really use the settings as much as you want to be able to decide everything that the client will see. So again, like you tick or untick everything. So for example, here we have everything empty, right? But then if we tick everything, we will have every single informations if you want to show everything to your clients. So you see, like, it's two completely different kind of proposals. And you can scroll on the right to be able to see every single informations. And here, something that we selected was the approved per line item. So this thing is very interesting because it will allow you to ask to the client to tick or untick every single element of your proposal. It's very interesting, for example, for shopping lists, when you have a long list of products, the client will have to approve or refuse every single line to tell you if he's okay or not with every single element of the proposal. So I think like it's something that might help you a lot to make sure you're really on the same page with your client. And then when you're ready, you just click on share, and you will be able to share it with your clients. I think this is it.
Yeah. Questions in terms of the proposals or the clipper? Are we all good? And Flora, I might take over the screen share one more time. And Dalia, I will ask you to pop the survey in the chat as well. So in the chat, if you please just write down what your takeaway was from today's session. What did you learn? So we discussed what's in your control, what's outside of your control, the value that you can bring to a proposal to the client. What were your top takeaway from today? Type it in the chat. Top takeaway from today's session. Maybe awareness about where you're spending your own focus and time. or reflecting on, sometimes focusing too much on things that you cannot control instead of what's in your control. Any takeaways, guys? Essential protocol with clients, value inside and outside control. Yeah. Great to hear others' perspective on presenting a proposal. Good summary of basic requirements for initial client meetings. Direct contact with other designers. Yeah. What else? So Dalia, I know that you posted already. Will you post it one more time? An action plan. Love it. So we have a quick survey. It's just 4 questions. I would love if you can fill that one out right now. It's basically to help us understand how we can add value to your business moving forward and what topics you would like us to cover and things that you would like us to do differently in terms of how to make them more engaging as well. Thank you so much, everyone. And I wish you a great rest of your evening. And I hope to see you back soon on Thursday, 3 p.m. I'll see you. Cheers.